In this tutorial, we're going to look at fragment identifiers. So where you have seen this used a lot, I'm sure you guys are all familiar with Wikipedia. And if you've ever noticed, Wikipedia usually has some kind of little table of contents section. And when you click anywhere on any of these links, it doesn't take you to a different page. It takes you to a section of that page. So I'm just scrolling back up, and there's the content section. I could go all the way down to the references section and then scroll all the way back up, and I'm still on the same page. So that's what fragment identifiers allow us to do. It allows us to link to a section within the same page that we're working on. So instead of using the book tutorial, we're going to use a different one. It's called fragid.html in your student files. And this is basically going to walk you through how to create a fragment identifier. So I'm going to walk you through how to do to the top and to the bottom, and then you are going to do chapter 1 and chapter 2 on your own. Okay, and it's got all of our instructions here for us. Okay, so step 1, we need to define a fragment identifier. We configure a named fragment by adding a unique descriptive ID. We know how to do IDs. To the element in which you wish to link to. So I say that we have this done. This was for an old tutorial, but we are going to create up at the top an ID that takes us to the top of the window or to the page. So let's get this open in code. I'm just going to move that over. And then right up here at the top, so let's say maybe our header. We could put it at our header. We want that to be the place that we're going to link to. So we need to create an ID, and it needs to be a unique name. So how about we just say top? That's pretty easy. So we do ID equals top. Okay, so let's see what our next instruction is. Then to link to the named fragment, create a hyperlink to the named fragment. The href attribute will contain a hashtag before the named fragment. So this link is going to be hashtag top. Okay, so right here to top, we do hashtag top. Easy enough, right? We don't have to do .html, we don't have to do anything. Let's refresh this page. And now if I click to top, well, it doesn't do anything because we were already at the top of the page. But if I scroll down and click to top, it takes me back to the top of the page. Okay, let's repeat that process with the bottom. So I'm going to go all the way down to the footer section. Remember, my first step is to create a named fragment by using a unique descriptive ID to the element. So as an attribute, I'm going to go to the footer element, do ID equals bottom. Okay, and then scroll all the way back up to the top. In my nav section, my ahref, blah, 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 is going to be hashtag bottom. Okay, so if I refresh this in the browser and click to bottom, it takes me to bottom. And then if I click to top, it takes me back to the top. Okay, so your goal for this project is to make the chapter 1 and chapter 2 links work using a fragment ID. So you already have your hrefs there. You just need to put the correct thing in your quotation marks, and then use your H2s for chapter 1 and your H2 for chapter 2 for your ID. Okay. Now, while we're here, just one more thing. If you ever wanted to link to a page that was a certain area of a page, so like on this JavaScript page, if I wanted to link directly to the syntax page, I mean, I get that you could find the syntax section and you could copy and paste this, but as long as there's an ID there, you could just put that hashtag there. So that's how they do it. Not too bad, right? Okay, you try chapter 1 and chapter 2 on your own, and I'll grade it.